Tell us why you're doing these walks. What are they about, Tom?
Well, I mean, look, listen, like, blokes don't talk enough, Tom. As you know, we go out, we go to work, we've got the pressures of life. We might have a cheeky beer on a Friday night, but even that's getting double dear. And we've got so much stress, so much anger. And what we do is we take the bottle it up and we don't let it out. Now, me and my mate Robert IC, who is the UK's #1 mind therapist, I'll let you know, right? We go on a little walk near where we live in Brentwood in Essex, beautiful countryside, and we've been doing it for a little while, and we just thought, we're getting a lot out of this. We're going out for a walk, we're having a nice talk. I feel like people will benefit. Now, I had a right stressful time last year in the press, and I batted through that, and my mate here was like, mate, how did you carry? And I said, well, you just got to carry on. You know what I mean? You just got to keep moving forward. Like, I know what it's like to be in rough spots, and I know what it's like to be sort of skint and on your arse, let's say, and we just decided that we should try use our platform that we've got, use what we know, and we'll try and help as many people in the area as we can.
Tom, have you had therapy?
No.
Would you ever have therapy, do you think?
The only thing I've ever had is Rob is a couple of years ago. I wouldn't get on an aeroplane. I am so scared of flying, like you cannot believe, yeah. And we go on family holidays all the time. We normally go Tenerife in January. We go Portugal in the summer. And I love them, and I love going away, and I love travelling the world. But I can't get on a plane. Now, Rob's been doing this for years. He used to come and do one of these sessions. I kept saying, mate, I ain't doing it. I thought it was nonsense. He's my friend. I love him, and I thought it was nonsense. Yeah, but I promise you now, we sat down, we done a session. What did I do, Rob? The next week, I booked a flight. I got on a plane on my own, which I've never ever done. And it was like walking through the park. Completely changed my outlook on flying.
Tom, you talk about having a tough time last couple of months last year. Do you think was Strictly a mistake?
Yeah, in a certain way. Like, I mean, look, Strictly is the BBC's flagship show. It's a brilliant show. It brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. I ain't gonna knock it, yeah. And I just thought it'd be a fun thing to learn how to dance. Now, out of it, I've made some really good friends. Like Amy Dan's a family friend. You know, my wife loves. She come around and sees my kids. Kai, again, another pro dancer. I'm playing golf in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I've made good friends on that show and good contacts. But I ain't your typical liberal person that show celebrates. I'm a market trader from Romford, and I did get a little bit of stick because I also went out for a barbecue the day before I got announced as Strictly with the Vice President of the United States of America. So it wasn't the cleverest idea.
But do you think it was criticism because of your politics, or criticism because of some of the stuff that the papers had and were saying about you?
Probably a bit of both, mate. I think what it done, it sort of started a bonfire by like left-wing journalists that just instantly took a dislike to me, that thought I was ruining their Saturday, and it sort of just snowballed. They just. I was front page of the newspapers, Tom, over 30 times in the space of a couple of months. It's mental when you think about it. I had journalists sitting outside my house, knocking on my door at 5 a.m, offering my friends and family thousands of pounds for all sorts of information. My wife was getting followed into the local Sainsbury's. It was a sort of level of fame I wasn't really prepared for, and didn't really think would happen. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want it, mate. I'll be honest with you. I thought.
But if you sign up for Strictly, I guess that's.
Geez, I'll be completely straight with you. I got 50 grand to do that Strictly. I thought, wow, 50 grand on a run to Christmas, lovely. Every single year, post it on Twitter. I do this thing called Help the Homeless. Yep. We go and give out over 1,000 blankets every single year. We give weighted waterproof blankets. They cost a fortune. I thought, do you know what? After a bit of dough, I can pay for them blankets. The other half I go on holiday with. That is what I thought, yeah. I didn't thought, and I thought, and listen, I'm a 19-stone geezer that drives a van. I didn't thought I'll get all this stick, and I just thought I thought it'd be out first anyway, but I didn't thought it'd be this massive thing that it went into. It was insane. So I didn't say that. I didn't speak to no journalist. I didn't say nothing.
So that money's been spent on blankets.
The majority of it did, yeah, last year, yeah.
And on the politics point, you met the Vice President of the United States.
Yeah.
What did you talk about? Did you talk about your support for his boss? Did you say that you
No. We drank about 10 pints of beer. We got bang on the whiskey. We spoke about the difference in stakes in the USA and United Kingdom. We spoke about how football should play with your feet and not your hands. We had a bit of banter.
Did you like him?
Like, mate, I'll be honest with you. if you didn't know who he was, he's a normal guy like me and you. He's a very, very down-to-earth, normal man. Lovely family man. We had a good crack. It's like when you walk into a pub and you don't know who you're drinking with. You bump into someone, you have a few pints, yeah? You might not politically agree with someone, but as in a person, he was a good person. And we had a right good crack, if I'm honest.
Would you... Did what he show you about politics and about his life now as Vice President lead you to think that going into politics would be a good thing for you?
We didn't talk about politics.
No.
Mate, we did not talk about politics.
Once?
No.
Come on.
No, I swear, honestly, we didn't. It's a barbecue. We got on a piss.
So once you finish getting on it with the Vice President of the United States, is a life in politics something that you'd consider, something you want? Because I watched your speech the other day at an event. You gave a kind of political speach. There's lots of talk about you being a Mayor of London candidate.
I'll tell you one thing.
Is that something you want, given your experiences with the Strictly stuff?
Yeah, I don't think I would get that level of prestige for running for mayor. But
would?
No, nowhere near, right? But what I will say is what.
So you're not ruling out?
No, I'm not ruling nothing out. You never know what's around the corner, do you? But what I will say is, and I'll say this is, look. Listen, I started like when was it? Yeah, 12 years ago. Robbie Brown's my mum's house. I had to move back there 12 years ago when I had nothing, Tom. I bought a pull-out futon out of Argos for 60 quid. I'd never had a bedroom, two-bedroom house. I slept on the floor. I didn't have to tell my mum, bless her. I was in my early 20s, made me a sandwich every morning. She said, look, try and find some work. I had a criminal record. I didn't have no money. No one would give me a job. And I worked very hard. And I built up multi-million-pound businesses. I employ 14 people full-time.
That's brilliant.
And I've done all that off my own back and working hard and believing in myself. Now, the problem we've got now in politics is the people that are running this country aren't people that know what it's like not to have the rent money at the end of the month. They don't know how to run a business. They don't know how to talk to people. These are career politicians. And no disrespect, because not all of them are like this, but the majority are. If you don't know how to run a business or you don't know how to be in these tricky situations, you shouldn't be telling people what to do. And I think that's the problem with politics. And there's too many different people from different walks of life. Like, at least in America, like the average political wage is about $200,000. You have to go to colleges, university, come from a political family. Over here, you can walk into the local council and go, well, I want to be in charge of that. And they go, all right, mate, go on, you got a job. And you're on 18 grand a year, and what do you know about it? That's the difference. And I think the problem is we over here, if I was to get into politics, which I ain't ruled out, but like, I talk the way I talk, people think, well, he ain't got a clue, yeah? But then that's their opinion. But I do think there's too many people that ain't got a clue, so you're always fighting a losing battle. I think the whole system needs to be changed.
If you had to vote tomorrow, who'd you vote for?
If I had to vote tomorrow, I would vote Reform.
Because Nigel Farage isn't a career politician, having spent...
No, not because he's not a career politician. The reason being is he's better than Labour. There is no other choice at the moment, is there? Like, Kemi at the Conservatives, bless her, she's well out of her depth. Keir Starmer, like, listen, I don't think Keir Starmer's a bad bloke. I just think he's made some terrible, terrible decisions, and I think he's well out of his depth. Like, he's massively out of his depth, and you can see that. Like, I think the only good thing he's done is say he ain't doing the digital ID cards.